Well, here we go. It is a Thursday. Welcome to Barn Burner there in his palatial estate by the soon-to-be frozen over lake, Rhett Warner, in Marta Loop, the perpetual construction zone, producer Jack and myself. Rhett, how are you on this snowy Thursday?
I'm great. How was the ride in, Jack?
It was long.
Yeah.
I was going 0 at some points.
Oh,
I was a little frustrated, but you know what? It's a Flames game day. It's a Steelers game day.
Oh,
Put my jersey on. Let's go.
how do we see? This is where we need the Jack cam. He is wearing. Could you stand up, please? This is tidy. Now, is this one of those old school ones, or is this like just
a color rush?
This is the Color Rush Steelers. It is black, bright yellow lines, numbers, name bar. Is it a good name on the back? You got what? What do you
James
got?
Conner.
Connor. Okay, don't mind that.
One of my favorite Steelers. But
You know what? Always performed. Never really got the hype he deserved. Steelers and Browns. It's going to be an absolute slop fest, Rhett. 100% chance of rain, maybe snow, cold, super windy. And Flames, I believe, indoors at the Saddle Dome where 21, 22 degrees. What do they keep it at?
wouldn't it be picturesque outside today, though, if the Flames wanted to take it out? Just beautiful.
If they want to do it Lake Louise today, put some
Yeah.
stands on the ice.
He's so nice.
Is the ice thick enough for that yet? Can we do that?
No.
Are we ready?
Nope, there's still open water. There's open water on our lake, so you got to be careful.
It's colder and higher altitude up there, but I'm still don't know that we can put bleachers out at Lake Louise yet. They talked about that, eh? The NHL's like these outdoor games, we got to, think outside the box. They're playing at Fenway. They're doing it at football stadiums. They looked into going into the national parks and doing it on the lake with bleachers. It'd be much smaller, but the visuals would be phenomenal. No advertising in the national park. Can't have billboards, so no rink boards. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, but it's all you can superimpose, pretend.
That's right. It's like the Zoom meeting. You could be on a beach. Yeah. You could be in the Rockies.
Yes. Well, even the ads. I feel like when was the time when they started doing the board ads?
Yeah. That's true.
It's not local ads. It's or it is local ads, even if you're in Philly.
That's right. It's in Philly, and they go to like the other angles, and it's like Comcast and Jim's Steak Hut, and then they cut back to their main angle, and it's like Calgary's Sewing Hut or whatever. You're like, why is that on the boards? Oh, right. These are fake ads. Gotcha. Technology.
Didn't they try to have an outdoor game at like Tahoe or something? And it was just terrible.
They did. That was, I believe, when Pasternak came out with the big wraparound shades and the heavy drip. It was they were out at Lake Tahoe, but they didn't realize that when the sun sets and it glares off the ice, that you just couldn't even look in one direction. So they had to postpone puck drop. But yeah, they've done Tahoe. There's actually I think the Golden Knights have their ECHL team there. They're single A affiliate.
Ooh, maybe.
So
resume.
It's now a hockey market, Rhett. Don't know if you knew that. It's Rangers game day. Boom will join us at some point. Is he getting the turn your head and cough today? Is that what it is? Or are we? Oh, there he is. There he is.
Hiya, buddies.
We haven't done it yet. We're waiting for you.
Get your fucking helmet on. It's game day. New York Rangers in town to take on Calgary Flames. Hey, buddies.
Welcome, Dean.
See ya. Ryan Wilson. For no reason.
Yeah,
I'm fired one. Say, what was there a Wilson? Did Tom Wilson get moved or what?
Let's go. Game day.
That's right. Russell Wilson. Just like Russell.
Oh, that's right. Jackie boy. Game day.
Yes, big one. I'm not even watching. It's absolute shit weather in Cleveland. Like, think about Cleveland in the winter. This is what we're getting tonight. Snowflake.
Well, shit here, so it may as well be shit there too.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah. Windy, wet, and cold.
Shubbler decided it's Christmas decorations day because of the weather.
Yeah. Well, I mean, why not? I guess
in the spirit. Yeah.
I know Jack made the trek into the studio today. How's he doing? Is he?
Yeah, you missed this conversation. I was a little pissed off. I was going 0 for a while, but when I got here and I saw Ryan, my day turned around.
It's not how it works for me. It's usually the opposite. Usually I'll be having a great day, and then I see Ryan, and
it's a polarizing thing.
Yeah, right in the shitter.
Staying at home is usually better for your Dean's mood. Probably me. That's the Pinder effect.
Look how happy I am today.
Well, you must have got great news. What's the story?
Oh, it's nothing. It's nothing.
What do you mean it's nothing?
It's just shit you got to do. Just shit you got to do.
Get the all right. You're over 45, I imagine. So you got to do that thing every year. Whoop.
Yeah, that's coming up next year. I did the one this year.
Okay.
Like, hey,
I haven't done that one yet. I'm not 45 yet. How does that one? That little awkward?
Well, it's not. I don't think it's as bad as it used to be. They don't need to give you the old wee-hoo anymore. So that's good. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's good. But hey, you know what? They don't want to. People don't come in here to hear about my ovaries. They want to hear about the Flames and the Rangers. About my aorta.
Looking at your ovaries. Everything all right? How are your fallopian tubes, Dean?
My fallopian tubes and my aortas and all that. And all. What do we know about the Rangers? Are pretty good, right? Because we saw the one New York team come in and they weren't great. So same thing tonight then? 2-1?
No. Very different.
Event?
Stars. They've got many, many stars. They're star-laden. They are cup contenders, and you and I both picked them to get to the Stanley Cup final out of the East team.
Yeah, did I? Yeah, that probably sounds about right. Are that so far? How's our prediction looking? Is it?
They look like a contender that's not too interested in the regular season.
Yeah,
kind of like the Oilers do, kind of like the Avs do. Stars and Panthers maybe looking a little more attentive in class. Carolina attentive. Tampa, meh.
Yeah.
They're all. These are good teams. They're one of them.
You know what? It's early, is what it comes down to, right?
No, it's not.
They
Brett's
played 7
at the center. It's not early.
Well, they played 17 games. They're 12-4-1.
That's tidy.
It's not too shabby. Their 12 regulation wins is tied for tops in the East and is one back of the Jets for best overall.
They're very good. So they're not as disinterested as I thought. The games played column is where they're lagging.
41 goals against is pretty
Coors
tidy.
Light.
Where does, huh?
Eh.
You have it?
I've got my smaller board here.
Oh.
Well, maybe I have it on here. Hang on.
Oddly, we've had a lot of 41s lately, and you haven't not been able to capitalize.
Yeah.
I had 41 Coors Light.
Eat it.
Thank you.
Isn't that what you said? Yeah. Or was it eat it? Yeah. Or
yeah.
Suck it. That's what you had yesterday for that other person.
No, they haven't. We should cut that, Dean.
Think so?
Yes, I think you need to
grab that for a drop. So to my wife, you get
she did not
17 games. That's the story. And they're 41 goals against this tops in the National Hockey League.
Tops.
There are 2 teams with fewer losses. That's it. Minnesota and Winnipeg have 3 losses.
So they're very much interested then in what's happening.
They're good. They're very, very good, guys. They're very, very good.
But luckily for the Flames, they are disinterested, so they should be able to sneak through and get a W.
Wolf is going to start. We sort of tried to make the case to not start him, but it's too hard. It's impossible. Oh! Woo! Hang on. Because I like the ending, but
ow! That's what it'll sound like at the Dome tonight. Yeah. I don't have it on the small board yet.
Yeah,
it's a work in progress. Anyway,
so that'll be 6 of the last 8,
and that's what we wanted, right?
It's exactly what you wanted. It could not have gone better in terms of, hey, what would be a good outcome for Dustin Wolf if we were chatting on the 21st of November? What would you want to hear? Like, could you even have been this shiny and positive about it?
Here's the thing, though.
He's been awesome
for this. I'll prepare you for this. I'm going to lift this just so you can hear me.
Yo,
if he loses tonight, no shame in that. But
No.
What it will do is add ammunition to the he's not played any good teams portion of the fan base.
Yeah.
And if he wins, then you can take that portion and give them the old, the double birds, which I just,
Yeah, the other thing would be like, judging goalies by wins isn't really the best way to do it.
But
if he's airtight tonight and they lose 2-1, you tip your cap and you say, look, the strength of the schedule thing's not a thing.
But Ryan, they're not level-headed. They don't think of it. No, the people that he hasn't played any good teams. They don't go any deeper than that.
That's
the Montreal and the Islanders. Well, he saw he doesn't play any good teams. End of story.
I think I ran to somebody yesterday. There's Fladeur's playing on the good team. Those are the people, right?
Yeah, that's them.
Okay, good. Got it. I saw one of those.
I like the commitment that you make to it because it's slightly off mic and the facial expression is good. I enjoy it. Yeah.
Don't want to overmodulate. That's
yeah.
They do. They'll overmodulate your ears with them. Where does it play anywhere?
So Retro,
What?
over the course of your career, were the Rangers any good?
Well,
Because they won in '94.
They beat us in my second year with Tikkanen scored game 5 OT.
Okay.
The glass landed on Janet.
Oh,
Gretzky
right.
was unbelievable, hard to stop. I cross-checked him. He slashed me, took a retaliation penalty. Suck it, Gretter.
Yeah.
Gretter.
And then they beat us in 5.
Did you whisper to him? Ovi's going to steal your fucking record. Just wait.
Your wife's hot, but your record's in trouble.
There's going to be a Russian kid. He's going to come and just take it. I mean, you
Bill
have
like
lots of
linebacker.
other records. You'll have about 100 other NHL records, but the goals.
I'm a respectful guy. I said, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to play out here, Mr. Gretzky. What do you want me to do?
You voted him into a penalty. That there would not be many people on that
I
list.
got him right in the ribs on what
Oh.
it wasn't even deliberate. It was circumstantial, but it could have been viewed as deliberate, right?
Yeah. Right in the ribs.
Oh, he was like, oh.
And had you chatted with him before? Did you know him, or was it like, who's this
No,
asshole? Or was it like, oh, Warner, you old scoundrel, you?
You scallywag. You got me in the ribs.
There's levels of NHL cool, and I was definitely not.
Not yet. Matter of time.
He wasn't in your level. You were cooler than him.
No, after this, my second career, I'm now with TNT
Yeah,
and
this,
me.
okay,
Yeah.
post career.
Yeah, now that you're working with the
Fame.
fat guy and the know-it-all, you're really
Yeah.
hitting it
Yeah.
nice try.
That's right. Yeah. Because I think we were talking about it before. They were really good, and then they bought him out, and they get a first overall pick. They had Kakko at 2, Lafreniere at 1, and then whoop, they're good again. That's how you do it.
And the goalies too, right? We talked
Hey,
about it.
Connie, this is how you do it. Be really good. Then if you're gonna stink real bad.
Yeah,
Get
don't middle
the top
stink.
2, number 1 pick, and then you don't need to stink forever. Now
Didn't
get
they
back
write a
on.
letter?
They did write a letter. There was what 2.5 seasons later, they were freaking epic again.
Got them gonged though. The guys that wrote the letter, if you remember.
No.
Well, what also got him
no,
gonged was-
that's not what got him gonged.
Yeah.
What got him gonged was not doing what the boss wanted him to do and selling out one of his guys, wasn't it? Who was it? There was a story.
Chris
there.
Torrey's now the GM. It was Jeff Gorton
Mm-hmm.
that was running the show, and I think the
Davidson.
owner wanted something to go down. It didn't, and it was like yarded. They lost to the Islanders in round 1 as a heavy favorite, and then got yarded right after. That was
I
two-
thought it
two
was
seasons ago.
almost a social off ice thing, wasn't
I
it?
thought there was something else too. There was something
Just
fishy.
calling
in it.
somebody out or something. Where's
What?
our Rangers insider?
Jack, what? Yeah, where's our TMZ reporter?
MSG.
For our,
Where's our MSG guest?
Yeah. So is that James Dolan then? Is Dolan the guy that would
I
have done the
think-
firing?
Yeah. Well, when you're the owner, I guess
Yeah.
you can do what you want.
Well, and they blew a 2-0 lead to the Devils in that series as considerable favorites.
Patrick Kane,
Kane came in at the deadline. That's right.
Yeah.
bad hoof. Was it his hoof or his hip?
Hip.
Hip.
I think it was his hoof.
He maybe had a hoof and a hip. Hoof and
Was
a
it
hoof.
his ankle?
Oh, I thought it was hip.
I thought it was
Retro.
hip.
I thought he had a
Well, either way, he shit the bed.
yeah,
He was dog shirt.
dog shirt. What did they get for that? What was that deal?
It was big.
Was it?
Well, it's
Oh,
Patrick Kane.
Well,
You
that's
know,
what I mean, but I feel like I
Screwed.
should
I think they were disappointed that it went down the way it did. I think they were a little pissed with the Hawks too.
were they?
You getting pissy?
Well, we're going to trade for this guy. He's good, right?
And they're like, well, if we have to tell you what Patrick Kane is, you don't have videotapes or TVs.
Yeah, so
No, he was coming off injury. So there was what is he going to look like? Right?
traded from Chicago to Arizona.
That was seat salary.
Traded from Arizona to the Rangers for a 3rd round pick in the 2025 draft.
Not a lot.
Who?
Kane.
Patrick.
Initial second.
That's it.
Well,
Yeah.
is there because Arizona did some salary. So what did Arizona kind of get out of that deal? Did the Rangers also give them something?
Probably the 4th or something like that. Yeah. It was a couple picks. Let's see. Conditional 2023 second round pick and a 2023 fourth round pick. But then the Yotes also involved retaining a portion of his $10.5 million to make sure he could fit under the cap with the Rangers. At 34, he got swapped.
Had 12 points in 19 games, went to the playoffs, 6 points in 7, and they got bounced in round 1.
They've got come back from 2-0 deficit by one of their great rivals, if not, Devils.
So anyway, when you look at they got what do you want to do? You want to build a complete team. You want to have some stars, you want to have very good players, you want to have some depth. Well, you've got maybe the best goaltender in the world. Start there in Igor. Well, after Wolf, right? I mean,
top 2 tonight. How exciting.
So it's just Shesterkin in net. Adam Fox in the blue line. Has he won a Norris? I believe he has. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's pretty good.
Very good. He's a perennial Norris finalist. Like just every year, put him in there.
Yeah.
Kale McCarr, throw those names in.
We trot out a lot of times about UFA signings and how Zdeno Chara is the best ever. Where would you put Artemi Panarin?
Right near the top, Dino.
Because he's been dynamite for them. He's been awesome. He's making a ton of dough, but he's kind of earning it if you can earn that.
Mika Zibanejad's been unreal. This year's been a bit of a slow start, but a guy that when he gets going can just absolutely fill the net. Chris Kreider scored 50. Trocheck was a UFA signing that was a star for them in the playoffs last year. He kept scoring those overtime goals. There's the picture of him mobbed with his face up against the glass at MSG in an overtime win. And Lafreniere's really come on this year.
Yeah, and you two dorks picked them to beat the Panthers last year in the semifinals, but
no, I didn't do that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, Lafreniere 7-7 in 17 games, but looked like he was. Are they gonna have to trade him? What's the story here? Is it failed first overall pick? But he's come on. But as far as Panarin, this is now year 6 of this Rangers deal, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. In year 1, 69 games, 95 points. The next year, 58 and 42. Then 96 in 75 games. Jeez. 92 and 82 last year. 120 in 82 games. Did we know that?
It was a tough year to be a Hart finalist, but his name was in that mix. It was Kucherov, McKinnon, McDavid, Matthews was flirting with 60 goals. His name was in there. It might have been the hardest year to get into that Hart finalist thing, but yeah, he was a name we heard a bunch.
120 and 82, President's Trophy, not even nominated for the Hart.
I bet you he's almost averaging on a per game basis. Like he's averaging about 100 point season since he's arrived there. You noted the games played are missing some because you have pandemic, you've got other shit in there, injuries, but when he's healthy, he's scoring. He's elite. Great.
24 points in 17 games so far this season, 10 goals of the 24 there. So, the Rangers have been criticized over the years for spending bad money. Certainly before the cap they were, but that has been a fine, big money, top of the board UFA signing. Yep.
Totally.
So who would have signed that? Is that the guys that they yarded out?
Yeah.
For the bad memo or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. And those guys, they're in Montreal now, right? At least Gordon is, right?
Yeah. He and the former agent. What is it?
I'm telling you, I forget what it was. We should look into it. They canned him, and it was all because of he wouldn't support or sell someone out or something. It wasn't because he was doing a poor job of managing the squad.
You look at when that season ticket holder letter came out, said, look, we might have to take a step back to take 2 steps forward. And that's a bold thing. NHL organizations are loath to say the word rebuild or even hint that it's happening. They just want to say, shh, don't talk about it. We'll be good in a few years. The Rangers came out, wrote a letter to people spending a lot of money and said, hey, here's what we're doing. Stay with us. We're going to be elite on the other side. And it happened quick. Now, it helps when you have a Shesterkin come over from Europe who's immediately a star. It helps when, Panarin arrives in free agency. It helps when, Kakko, Lafreniere, 2 and 1.
They were there, though.
What's that?
Weren't Shesterkin and Panarin there by then?
Well, I mean, they would have overlapped at points. But my point being is they had a lot of pieces for a team to bottom out quick and then come back quick. I don't know you could do it faster.
Yeah, I just remember I think it was last year when they were in the playoffs, we were talking about how many third rounds they had been to and then missed the playoffs and missed so badly that they had two top picks in back-to-back years, and then back into the playoffs, round 2, President's Trophy. Now, I don't know. So when you think of the Rangers, we picked them to get to the Cup final, I guess, but does that feel like you've got one of the best teams in the league coming in tonight? Do you feel I don't talk to people. I don't get out of the house. So I just wonder, in the experience, the running ins that you guys are having, is it like, oh, this is going to be a big game on Thursday. It's a Rangers in town. This could be great. Is that
I think the goalie thing too, right? And the Fox thing's always fun. He gets booed mercilessly at the Dome. He hadn't won at the Dome for ages. I think maybe last year was the first time.
We don't need any Fox. We have a Wolf.
If you had both, it'd be really good.
Woo!
You really got to change that. I think it is. I think absolutely. First off, you're talking about original 6, so those games are always a hotter ticket. It's a Thursday, not a Tuesday. Like, it'll be a very different Dome than the Tuesday crowd you saw for the Islanders. One team has no sex appeal. The other team's got no shortage of it.
Yeah, you would think that there will be more Rangers fans as well. Like
Rasmus couldn't find an Islander jersey after he scored, right? The stare down streak ended.
That's right.
We got more on that. But that won't be a problem tonight. You'll be able to find all kinds of Rangers jerseys.
That's right. Yeah. Damn.
I did a little Googling. So the firings of Drury came in to replace, but Jeff Gorton got fired, I believe, with and John Davidson, who was the president.
Yes.
A day after the Rangers released a statement criticizing the NHL's Department of Player Safety for not suspending Caps forward Tom Wilson. Davidson and Gordon didn't want they didn't want the letter. They did. We don't want to be associated with this. The owner clearly did. It was a scathing screw you league. And the next day they fired the president GM.
Yeah.
Chris Drury, you were AGM. You're now running the show. And John Davidson, I mean, is well respected and beloved and around the league as anyone you'd find, right? Jeff Gorton, you're like, geez, that's a hell of a turnaround he's done.
Yeah. You know what? It sounds like James Dolan even did the 24-hour rule. Before you fire them, give it 24 hours. You can't do it 24, come back. You're still that man. Okay, well, fire him, I guess. I mean, that speaks to the kind of power you wield when you're a billionaire, right?
Yeah.
I need you guys to go to rip the league for not suspending this guy. Well, I don't think Fired.
Gone.
Jeez.
Yeah,
I'm the president of the hockey team.
Yeah, shitty cover band, right? You're a billionaire. You do what you want.
I played here. I've been on the broadcast. I've been the GM, the president. I understand, but Tom Wilson.
Lying in bed, just like Brian Wilson did.
Yeah, that's right.
It's you.
God.
Done.
Yeah,
Still got it.
Well, sort of. I needed the Anyway, what are we, 7 o'clock tonight? Woo, boy.
7 tonight?
If the roads are any indication, I suggest if you're heading down to the Dome, give yourself some time.
Leave now.
Much better getting in there. I'm telling you.
C train, do it now.
And that 17th Ave now goes across the rail lines into Stampede Park.
I'm talking about the weather. I'm not talking about the park. I'm just talking the roads, the Deerfoot, if Jack's and the Stonies and the Glenmores, they might be slow.
Yeah.
Didn't you guys see the video I did?
Video.
I could show you how to get into the. Hang on once. I'm going to send it to.
Oh, Jack. I did see this. Yeah. I don't know how the scooters are going to work in the snow, Rhett.
Huh?
Did you see this, Dean?
Kind of gave it away.
No, Jack can play it. That's good.
Yeah, Jack can play it. Anyway, this is our heavy duty analysis, and you know what? Today it's a presentation of the Hearing Loss Clinic. Oh, that's right. Hearing Loss Clinic, hearingloss.ca. Rhodesy. Just last week, somebody asked, so that you've got those things, right? The hearing aids. I'm like, yeah. I didn't have them on me I didn't have the case on me. And I'm like, well, so like, what happens when you got a phone call? Like, well, it's like the ones that I have, Bluetooth.
Think.
I just answer the phone and it's going. And how does it sound? Yeah, they don't know that I'm on the earpiece at all. Oh,
probably sounds way better than you could ever have had sound.
Yeah, they have no idea. Oh, okay. Well, I like to listen to music and stuff. Yeah, Bluetooth, dude. It works for your hearing. It works as a phone. It works as a Bluetooth, like your AirPod type things. Now, not every set is, but here's the thing: It's an investment in your life.
Health and success.
You go to the doctor to get your ovaries checked. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
You do that. You go to the dentist to get your teeth looked at. Why? What are your senses? Feel, touch, taste, hearing.
Smell.
Take care of your hearing. You know?
It's important.
It's very important. Travis and Sabrina recognized as one of the business and Calgary leaders, once again, award winners. They continue to give back to the community. They give back to their customers and clients. And they've just seen firsthand when someone comes in and they find the answer and they find the right solution for their hearing, how it can change their life. 5 hearing loss clinics in Calgary, including the new Schnook location at the corner of McLeod and Glenmore. 5 locations in BC, Cranbrook, Creston, Fernie. Bet you there's a lot of snow in Fernie.
Getting there this weekend. I'll have the update.
Golden and Invermere. Helping you hear better is simply their way of helping you live better. Book an assessment today, hearingloss.ca. And you know, I'm stupid, right? Stupid guy, dumb. Sometimes I'll forget to put them in. You know, you're getting a shower and you're kind of rushing. I'm like, God damn it. And then you're sitting. It happened 2 weeks ago when I was up at that tournament in the up north there, sitting in a restaurant. It's the girl, the ringette team. They're having the little dinner or whatever. I'm sitting beside somebody. I'm like, I'm struggling to, because it's loud and it's that's what it is for me anyway. Is all the high end is gone, so it's like you're literally doing. Sorry, what's that? Sorry, what? It's it completely takes all of that away. So it is a life changer. Hearingloss.ca to find out more.
Also, a great follow on the socials. They got all kinds of contesting.
Yeah.
Right now, they got a contest. Great dinner, Flames jersey. All you basically do is like tag a friend. Make sure you're following the accounts. So check them out. The Instagram account is the Hearing Loss Clinic and giving away all kinds of really cool shit.
Yeah, they are so committed to they give prizes away. They do the right things. And once again, we've been very fortunate over the years to be aligned with some quality humans in addition to being great at what they do. And, you know, Travis and Sabrina are at the top of that list for sure. For sure. I was also going to say, just before we kind of got into that, neither here nor there, has very little impact on the game tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I would put the Rangers unis maybe top 3 in the league.
Iconic and classic.
The pants, the trim, there's no mistaking. You wonder the Utahs. This is, you know, can you get close to this? Can you do something that's this iconic? You can't do it.
You're not.
Yeah,
It's impossible.
you can't do it.
You can try, but
And I don't know, you got the road whites now. Either way, it's so good. So
the
good.
best pant stripe in the league, per Don Taylor, the former Sportsnet Pacific
Is that right?
host. The Rangers with the best pant stripe in the league.
Yeah, the whole thing's awesome.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, the whole thing's great. What else is happening? What'd you do yesterday? What's
Shoveling? A lot of shoveling.
Did some shoveling this morning.
I had to shovel. It was BS.
What?
Really?
Mm-hmm. Not happy.
No.
This is what I did, Dean.
Sozich.
Oh, so good.
Wow. So what was it? The hog casing showed up?
Hog casings were there.
How about it?
So for maybe someone that doesn't know what the hell you're talking about, so you made those sausages?
I made those sausages. Bought a grinder, had the meat, hog casings, made an absolute mess.
Yeah.
Is it all pork or do you mix in a little beef? What do you do?
Some venison in there. Just deer, Ryan.
Venison, yeah, okay, good. Thank you.
Any hooves or testicles in there?
Oh yeah, whatever's just. That's why I got the grinder.
You need the grinder for it, yeah, for sure. Yeah, good stuff. So when you do, you're obviously so you're seasoning and preparing the innards before you put it in. How do you know when? Yeah, you're at the right spot.
I don't.
You just, I'm guessing that's what you do, right? You're
Someone in
seasoning.
the house was questioning me, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm winging it.
Look
And
at you. Nice. So you've made them. Now you need to cook them. Is that where
I
we're
fried
at?
up some of the grind, and
Yeah.
it was delicious. So I'm hopeful that the fact that they're in the casings now doesn't make that change.
I like your chances.
Is your mic kind of cutting in and out?
My mic? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Do you have the volume on your mic there, Rhett? It seems like you're turning it up and down all the time.
His hands are
I'm
right.
not touching it at all.
No, it's
Nice.
it's cutting in and out is
Yeah,
what it is.
Maybe I need a new cord. I feel like I remember this now that you bring
There.
it up.
No,
Yeah.
it just got
Significantly louder.
significantly better there. Yeah.
I feel like I remember this last year and
No,
be
now
low.
it's bad.
Huh?
Doesn't that mic literally have the adjustments on it? Is he touching them without knowing it?
No, it's not one of those.
I think it's the cords, you idiots. You know, when you're the old cords, they get crossed up.
I'm aware of. Yeah.
It's-
Yeah. I'm familiar with how it works for sure. A couple things. I sent you guys a text yesterday about having a little a quorum, a little meeting, and you didn't get
did?
back to me.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see anything.
Well, I sent it to both of you.
Well, if neither one of us got it, you might want to
Oh,
check.
I did. I got back to you about the lunch.
Yes.
Now that's very different than what you were laying out there. Yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
A quorum is not.
Sounds like it's voting shares.
Well, whatever.
All here present. Motion 1B in favor. Aye.
Well, it's kind of what we need to get together. We've got
Okay.
there's developments.
This is a very exciting development, Dina.
Origin.
I don't know how banged up you were at that live stream, Rhett, but there's we've been working behind the scenes on some stuff.
Remember this came out. When did this? I mean, last year, about a year ago.
Time last year, yeah.
Yeah, about a year ago. The Barn Burner Blonde, our own signature brew from Origin Malting and Brewing in Strathmore and now Calgary, of course.
Delicious.
It is a light beer. It is a blonde. It is delicious. And I don't want to give too much away.
But
We're at it again. And just like the last one, we had nothing to do with it.
which means it'll be great.
Nothing. Hey guys, what do you think about this? Oh,
Yep.
no, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, well, we went ahead anyway because you guys didn't get back to us or didn't say anything, so we just decided to do it anyway. Looks like well, if you figure, yeah, sounds good. Okay, guys, can we just?
Here's a little taster. What do you think of this? I think that's
Yeah.
great. Well, I got news for you.
Yeah.
Great.
So I've maybe said too much, but stay tuned. That's what I would say. Be ready. Right in time for the holiday season. But you can also go to, they've got the new location in Calgary. They got the location in Strathmore. They got the Origin Kitchen going out in Strathmore. So you can have some delicious, the Big Pig, the Piglet Platter while you're sipping on your Origin Ale. 60 Spruce Park Drive in Strathmore. 943 28th Street Northeast. We were there about 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, the old live stream.
Remember?
That was
Yeah.
fateful day, my friends.
Yeah, it really was.
I literally have imprints of that day that will last the rest of my life, unfortunately.
I do not.
When I returned home in a cab,
Yeah.
I walked over what was fresh concrete that had been poured on the sidewalk.
Right.
And I was like, oh, what's under my feet? And made about 7 footsteps. My wife was out of town.
Yeah.
She returned and basically said, oi, who the hell fucking them?
Yeah.
And I was like,
And then what'd you tell her?
yeah, I talked to the
Oh,
city. I don't know.
thought maybe
maybe the doorbell. Though I would look too much at that. You know, it doesn't really matter who did it.
What size of feet are those?
Looks exactly.
I'm betting she connected the
knows.
dots fairly quickly. That
Yeah.
would be my guess. Yeah.
Yeah. At least I wasn't drinking at Origin the 4 hours before that.
Right. Yeah, there is that. Eric chiming in. The Origin hard iced tea is fantastic.
You're
Yes, it is.
Not wrong, Eric.
You're not wrong. You're back. And what is the sour that they got? I'm not super familiar with it.
Well, they have a new one because last year it was the pea flower plum sour, I believe.
Is that what it is?
But I think they rotate it's more seasonal of the sours.
I'm gonna take a look right now,
Tasting
just
curves.
because I need to know, because I do enjoy a sour.
You know what? Enjoy a good sour. This
Yeah,
is
I
the
guess
thing.
that's
Sours are
probably
polarized because there's a lot of shitty sours out there.
Well, I guarantee you, without knowing anything about this one, this isn't one of them.
No, it's an origin one. It's a great one. But some people get turned off of sours because they've had a bad one. A good sour is phenomenal.
It's the berry sour.
There you go. Thank you.
It's in their sour series. The berry. What is let's say experience the bold tang and tantalizing complexity of our berry sour beer, crafted with precision and passion. Passionate over there. Passion. A lot of passion.
Passion
Maybe-
fruit or passion?
Just passion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of passion, what's up with the shoveler? Why are you shoveling today? You never got to that.
I got great passion for the shoveler. Is that what you're asking?
Oh, I thought she
So
had
did,
passion for
so
shoveling.
did you the other day, you pervert.
Well, we got a couple
Your
photos
hands to
together.
yourself. Good God.
Couple. The photographer said, "Get closer." What am I supposed to do?
Well,
You guys just
is
this close?
grab
Closer?
handy or
Want me to
hand
put one on
grabby or what?
Oh, no tongue. Okay, sorry.
I'm looking on the Origin website here. You mentioned that it's in there, tapped out but not forgotten. Celebrate the legacy of our retired beers, beloved brews that have left a lasting impression. Though they're no longer in production, their unique flavors and stories remain a cherished part of our brewery's history. And the pea flower plum sour
Nailed it.
is in there.
That was one on the Sutter night when we had, I think, 4 or 5 of the brothers out at Strathmore. It's in the clear glass.
brother.
Like bright purple. It looks like the black lights on. It's
Yeah.
phenomenal. You can't miss it when someone's walking around with one of those.
Yeah.
Gorgeous beer.
I feel like they're kind of teasing you with that. It's like, oh, they're retired beers. Well, it didn't say it. Maybe bring it back.
How do I get it?
Could probably bring it back.
The new sour is excellent too, though.
They got the Darkness Porter.
The darkness.
Do you enjoy the porter?
This time of year, I do like a porter.
Yeah.
Like if you, to me, it's like a put on your warm cardigan, fireside. Maybe you got some slippers on. Throw another log on and pour yourself a porter. Perfect.
The Old Dog Brown Ale. I mentioned the berry sour. They have the Aviation Coconut Sour.
Whoa,
That's a new one.
Interesting.
Yeah.
that is the first time I've heard that. That's very exciting.
Then you've got the Coors, the homegrown lager. Speaking of Sutters, the 6 Sutter Shooters, the Mexican lager, the Barn Burner Blonde Ale, the Cowboy American Pale Ale, the Pioneer IPA, the Long Days Hazy IPA, Rockyford Raspberry, and then the Legal Issues Scottish Export Ale. And maybe I do what coming to.
Is that that?
Maybe a new one.
Maybe not.
Maybe another one coming in. Just maybe. Maybe, perhaps. You want to do a thing?
Yeah, let's do it.
Spin Report brought to you by Village Honda. The Honda Ridgeline. The convenience of an all-wheel drive pickup with the smooth, comfortable ride of a sedan. Do you want to know why?
Tell me.
Now, again, I own one. I had one many years ago. And then, as you do, I was like, I miss my Ridgeline. So I bought one. And I love it. Days like today, you just laugh. That's what you do.
I feel like it's chortle even.
That's what you do when you got a Ridgeline. All-wheel drive. Now it's got the thing if you want to lock them, you want to lock it, all 4, go full 4, like you're locking the hubs, like we talked about. You got the button, you can do that. But otherwise, it's kind of the adaptive all-wheel drive. When the tires start to spin, okay, then it locks in that all-wheel drive. You know what I'm talking about. But it's also got independent rear suspension. I think I've mentioned this to you before. This is usually your axle. Okay.
Yeah.
So you got tire here.
Yeah.
So then when you hit a bump, the whole axle goes, right? But this, it's like on the front, there's like a hub in the middle. And then now I don't know how to do it. So that it just kind of, when you hit a bump on the left side, the right tire isn't affected by the bump.
Jeez.
So it's doing this
You're
kind
doing
of
a
thing.
great job for Village Honda.
I don't have a prop.
Remember when Tommy Boy was trying to sell tires on the road and he picked up that antique car and started
you
doing a
can
little.
stick your head up.
Oh, for the love of God! That's the Honda Ridgeline.
That's right.
And especially if you've got winter tires on your Ridgeline.
Today it's coming.
Yeah. Tops in its class in terms of practicality, comfort, and right now you get the new 2025 Ridgeline Black Edition from Village. $2,000 Honda bonus, and qualified Honda owners get an additional $2,000 loyalty bonus. Easy to park. It's nimble. It's stout. It's sturdy. It's tough, but yet gentle at the same time. Test one out today. Today's the day to do it too.
It's the full package, Dean.
Yeah,
I mean, you can take it
find
up when
out.
the conditions are optimal. It's like, oh, I think it's pretty good. I wonder what
What
it'd be
about
like.
when the
in
roads are dry and it's 25?
Definitely
Yeah,
do it today.
That we know it's going to be fine.
Yeah, there you
Try
go.
it today.
Northwest Auto Mall and online at villagehonda.com. Yeah, it's Pinder Report.
Calgary Flames game day, fellas. Buckle up as it's another Stanley Cup preview. The Calgary Flames representing the West against the New York Rangers, who both Dean and I picked to emerge from the Eastern Conference. You remember who you picked, Rhett, or no? Was it Carolina? Was it Jersey? Was it Florida?
Buffalo?
Yeah, no, you weren't keen on Buffalo. Either way, there's Rasmus right there. Scored. They didn't do a lot of that. In fact, he scored the only goal that was a non-shootout goal, a normal goal, in their 2-1 victory over the Islanders on Tuesday. Stay hot, Ras, as they will welcome in a very, very good team with a very, very good goalie. The Flames actually have one of those too. Here is the look at the top netminders in the NHL by save percentage, which certainly is not everything, but it ain't nothing. This is a rookie. Look at that. Stolarz has been a nice find. Woo! For the Leafs. Gustafson's been awesome in Minnesota. Dustin Wolf, Lucas Dostal, he's been groomed in San Diego by our pal Jeff Glass and now really starting to emerge in the NHL. He's their stud right now. And Connor Hellebuck, who's here every single year with high save percentage. Those are good goalies. Wolf's right in the thick of it. Starts again.
Good job, Dustin.
Oh boy, Dusty. Dusty Nickel or Dusty Wolf? I don't want to.
Wolf, yeah.
Dusty
Yeah.
Wolf.
I'm going to go with Wolf.
Offense,
on this
Dustin Nickel.
one. No offense to the other
Keep
guy.
Wolf
yeah.
in there. You can
Be
eat
ready,
pizza.
though. Be ready.
Yeah, be your e-bug. Be ready.
Be
for sure.
ready.
Don't get hammered. Like, stay sober in case we need you.
What's Rhett watching on TV? do
I'm
you think?
watching the highlights.
Yeah.
Of
The Buffalo Sabres. Watching Lindy Ruff and his gray hair. Very
you were up
gray.
1-0 in the third. Tell me how it ended.
1-0.
Remember, you gave me the weird eyes when I told you Buffalo yesterday on the
Puka.
or the
I
365.
didn't give you weird eyes. I was saying it was the first game out west.
And Seattle. Hey, Seattle beat the Predators.
You
We
were right
told you.
on
They were
that. Yes.
money line.
Wait.
money
Phone
line dog
Noodles
on
back
the
then.
Preds.
Phone Noodles back.
Yeah.
It's just let him know
Reds.
how great frickin' Nashville is again.
Well, he's
Oh,
out in a month because Ottawa was here before Christmas. You guys are going for steak dinner.
I
Like,
can't wait. I get the
I know,
double
you
cheese
can rub it
toast,
in.
right? There was a double cheese
cheese
toast
toast,
and
yeah.
steak.
Now, here's the thing. He was saying you'd evaluate the bet at that point because the bet was to get in the playoffs. I feel like you're in a semantics war now. Is the bet being paid, or is that just we're assessing it at that point?
Yeah, whatever.
See, and there was part of that I didn't really understand either. It was that.
Who are you phoning?
Well, Noodles.
Talk about distracted.
I guess it's back to me, Dean. Craig Conroy.
Can't hear you.
Crank it up. There we are.
No, you hit mute.
It's very soft.
Oh,
Yeah, he's at the casino probably. You know him.
probably is at the casino.
Boom, you're very quiet all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
you hit mute.
I didn't hit mute. What are you talking about?
Your volume just dropped like 50%. That's all. Bad cord, right?
You
Right.
hit mute, Dean. Is your cord okay?
You half mute?
Ryan, back to you.
Can't hear you.
Hardly heard him.
I'll just fucking leave.
Fix your cord.
Hey,
Can't hear you.
Yeah, we're trying to help.
No, I know. Yeah, you guys are
He thinks we're
I'm
guffawing
messing
him.
with him. Jack, could you send him a note on the side? West standings. Let's take a look, fellas. The Calgary Flames with a victory tonight could move into top spot in the Pacific
What's
Division.
that?
Am I hammered? The Flames could win and be in first tonight?
Oh, so don't go get a top line center.
That's at the right volume. That's good. That is this. Those are the stakes. That's what's happening. And you know what? Here's how good the Flames are. Even the hotshots out in Toronto are talking to Connie.
No.
Yeah, that when the little
part
old
of the-
Western outpost, Calgary, when they're talking about them things got to be going really well. Craig Conroy on with Nick Kiprios, Justin Bourne, Beauty, good book. Rasmus Anderson tried to find an Islander fan to stare down last night for scrum, but couldn't find anyone. He mentioned Condry was also on the lookout. And if you watch the replay, you can kind of see them scanning like, shit. Nobody cares about the freaking Islanders.
You got to be doing that in warm up. You
Yeah.
got to get ready. How about some prep?
Now, what time was that goal? Because it wasn't like it was the end of the period and someone walked away. You should have had one.
Halfway through the third.
Yeah.
Had all night to be ready.
Yeah. Be ready tonight, Rasmus, would you? Happy birthdays in order, fellas. 45 years old. Not sure if he's got a Titleist visor on, but Alex Tange.
Hey, Tangs.
Thanks.
Look at him fly the zone. I am gone.
That's the move, though.
Yeah, no mistake there.
Is that Theo Peckham? Did he beat on the?
Nick Abibulin. Wow, the Bulin wall and the
Remember how
outdoor
cold
game.
this game
The
was?
Ronald McDonald jerseys. Tange with the eye black. He and Russell Wilson. Let's ride. How about that? 4 rip. There's some highlights here. Guy's a player, Dean.
Pumping the Oilers just left and right. Love it.
You know what? I'm okay with these highlight packs. Just lighting up outdoor games and Oilers. Jets,
So
okay.
What do you say? 40? What is he?
45.
45.
I'm going to text him.
It's a nice round number.
Kind of surprised he's not here, to be honest.
Where is he? Detroit?
He's on his way.
He's in
I don't know that staff in Detroit's got much runway left. He will be here soon enough.
Yeah, it's
Not his fault. It's not your fault, Alex.
No.
No.
Do it. So now, yeah, because he is with.
Lalonde, the head coach there.
Yeah. What is it? Yeah, Derek Lalonde.
He looks like the Penguin. Lalonde.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
Anyway,
He might be
it's
here soon.
probably safe to assume, right? The Tangs is not that I want anybody to, everybody
is,
here is
Dean?
great, right? We like everybody here.
It's thin ice. That's what it is.
We like everybody.
The Detroit Red Wings power play second in the National Hockey League.
See, that's the guy you need, not Mark Savard. Kidding, Mark. Sorry.
No,
Ingredients.
it's true.
That is crazy. Second?
And they're no good.
Just wait 1 second. You
Second.
say a second, I say a second. So give me a second. Let's go through their lineup. We talked about a young man, not as
Yep.
young as he used to be, that plays in Detroit now. Might know how to set up a power play.
Patty Kane. Hips.
Yeah.
Good hips. He's back.
He's got good hips again. What about that? The cat.
Cat can score.
Cat
Yeah.
can shoot. Okay.
Cat's a finisher, 40-goal guy. Yeah.
Larkin, pretty good player.
Larkin.
Yeah.
And then Mo Sider on the back end. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Way to go, Tanguay. Boomer could run that. unit.
Oh, please.
well,
I mean, I'm
What?
sure Dean could do a wonderful
was a
job. That feels
compliment.
Like a shot at Alex Tange.
It
I'll
was a
take the shot.
compliment for Boom.
but here's the thing that in just goals for, they're third from the bottom and have the
Mhm.
second best power play.
Rhett. A little credit for your boy.
No, it's the players.
All right.
They're not good at competing 5-on-5. They need a new coach out there. Who's the coach?
To you.
The Penguin. Dean, I hope you're ready.
The
Oh,
Penguin.
it's your home setup. I don't even know if you're ready for an explosion of sorts. Because talk about a pike bomb. The Wranglers were in. Sandiak.
Pike bomb, it's a pike bomb. Pike bomb, baby, big pike bomb, pike bomb, pike bomb. It's a pike bomb, get ready for a big pike bomb.
LJ. good last night. Goal and a helper. He's over a point per game. Walker Durr scored. Walker Durr again.
That's not
Jeremy
a bomb.
Poirier. Shh, we need the drop. It's just off of the drop. Jeremy Poirier, couple goals. Atta boy. Slower start for him. That's nice to see.
It's a very good assessment. This is not really a pike bomb. This is just kind
Rhett,
of random thought.
Shut up.
All right.
Well, I don't want to overuse the bomb thing. That's a great. Anyway, go ahead.
Damn it. I got to find a Frank tweet now.
Back to you, Ryan.
Here are the Rangers lines. Let's take a look. Good to see Pelche playing well. As much as we didn't need it at all.
That's kind of lot. So, you know what? We owe it to Jacob Pelche.
Yeah.
Atta boy, Jake.
My boy, JP.
For you, buddy.
Kreider, Zibanejad, Smith, Panarin, Trocheck, Lafreniere. That's a pretty good top two lines. Will Cooley having a really nice start to the year, too.
And a great name.
It really is. You ever go down to Lethbridge? You see the Coolies? You know what the Coolies are?
I love coolies.
Yeah.
And draws.
We used to just get hammered down in the Coolies. It was awesome.
There was a guy back in our hometown. His last name was Caustic, but everyone called him Cooley. It was Cooley.
That's just thanks for
I
that.
think he enjoyed the odd sarsaparilla, if you know what I mean.
Thanks for
really?
adding
Sioux
that.
City sarsaparilla? That's a good sarsaparilla. Eastern standings. We told you the Rangers have been very good. They've only lost 4 times in the sport of hockey. Impressive.
So
Decent.
Caustic, that doesn't sound at all like Cooley. Has a cool name, but Cooley does.
So you only lost 4 times. Good enough for 4th in your division? Okay, well, the Devils, they started early. They were in Prague. They got played more games. Okay, well, they're in one, though. Washington's been great, and Carolina, perennial threat. Good division.
It's a hell of a division.
Who knew? Good division, the Metro. Washington changes everything. We thought they were dog shit. We'll move. Bad news if you, I guess predictable news. If you're Frederick Anderson, you're hurt again. Sorry, bud.
What?
Well, we mentioned this yesterday. Noodles was like, yeah, and then Freddie Anderson's out again. We're like, what? And we're like, yeah, but he always is out. 8 weeks. Just
it's not major surgery. It's just 8 weeks.
It's a minor 8 weeks. Peter Kuchetkov.
Yeah, just a cleanup.
Tending the net.
Just
Every year,
you know?
8 weeks for something for Freddie Anderson. Nice to get that out of the way early.
Darn.
Dang. Schedule tonight. Let's look. We nailed it last night. So Bet365. What do we got tonight? Let's see where we can make some money. Oh, a huge slate. Look at this. Thursdays are busy. Amazon does that. We'll spin around the league. Ice surfing type thing.
Got it.
That'll be going on tonight. At the bottom, you see the Wild and Oilers. That's the other game in the province. That'll be a good one. Wild, again, only 3 losses, tied with Winnipeg for the best in that category this year. Other intriguing matchups.
They're coming here, right?
That's correct. They're here Saturday at 2 p.m. Other intriguing matchups, Colorado and Washington, a team that we thought was really good that had a slow start, and a team we thought that was really bad that had a really good start. Devils, Canes will be fun. And, the Boston will get their first game for interim head coach Joe Sacco at home against the Utes, or the Utahns.
Not to take the piss out of anybody, but it's a lot of games.
Yeah.
Not many of them very compelling. I mean, the Canes Devils heavyweight tilt.
Yeah.
Wings Isles, Oosh. Utah, Boston.
New coach. That's the intrigue. Yeah.
Vegas, Ottawa. Vegas beat Toronto, right?
Washington, Colorado, I'd actually think it's good. I wouldn't have told you that a month ago, but I believe that today.
Sharks, Blues, Hawks, Panthers.
Best 2 goalies in the world, Flames, Rangers.
Yeah.
And then see if the Oilers can blow another third period lead as they host the Wild.
Yeah.
Good.
Go Wild.
Calgary Hitmen made a monster trade. I don't know if you saw this. They added the captain of the Regina Pats in trade. I just sent this to Jack late, but it official.
Garrett Jackman?
This year's 20.
Oh. Jeff Friesen?
Big ad.
Captain.
No, he was never captain.
Hitmen are off to a good start, boys. And they've got, this is probably your last year with Carter Yakimchuk. And I think
it is that time of the year, right? It's WHL blockbuster season.
Before Christmas, get them settled. Get them their billets. You don't want to be moving guys around the holiday season.
Those kids need a billet. Call me.
Careful.
Well, let's take a look. Give us the so you have the trade.
Point. The
I think Jack's just pulling it up because it
around.
was made official this morning, so I had to send it a little later.
Sorry,
but it's multiple assets going from Calgary to Regina. The Pats cap 10 coming in. Two really productive years in the league this far.
Call me.
And this is a veteran ad.
Who do you want to call him?
Calling who?
I'm going to bill it.
Yeah.
So legally, like organizationally, legally, child protection services, that you're greenlit, you're
I have police check
vulnerable
authority.
sector check.
Yes.
Tanner Howe, the added player from the Pats.
Yeah, Gordy's
Reese
nephew.
Hamilton, Keats Fawcett. There's a Western League name, Keats Fawcett, and
That
2
is
draft
a
picks heading to Regina.
Nice.
Very good.
How's she going?
Get it?
Yeah. Dynamite.
If you don't like the Hows, you don't. Well, Thursday Night Football tonight. Jack's all fired up.
Is he focused? Can he stay? Is he? Well, he's
You know
focused,
what?
but is he focused on what he's supposed to be focused on?
Pizza bet. That's what we're focused on.
Yeah, Jack.
Oh, shit,
let's
you
go.
guys aren't in the studio.
Big Mouth. You and Russ. Old
Tomorrow
vegan
pizza
Russ.
day. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So we need someone to take a side. We need
The
two
line
people
is
to take a
3.5.
side.
So here's the challenge we're facing. The line's 3.5. I think everyone wants Steelers minus 3.5. What if we moved it to 5.5? Do we have any takers on the Cleveland side?
Well, we'll get to it in our Betway, but I think, or Bet365, but Rhett took the Browns, I believe. Didn't you, Rhett?
I'm flexing. I'm
So
in the
Rhett-
gym and I'm flexing.
We got
So
a pizza bet.
For the second week in a row, is this Rhett v. Jack?
Wow.
Whoa, settle down.
I'm flexing.
What do we got there? Some 50s, some 75s?
12s.
Okay. Bad shoulders. 12s. Do they do 12s? That's not very well.
Yeah.
Two of the very best in the same division play each other twice a year, and fans hate each other.
Nice.
Well, two of the best players, certainly not
I was
teams.
going to say 2 of the very best what?
I think those two defenders are
Those two defenders.
perennial candidates.
Okay,
the
those-
Browns are not a good football team.
Did you see the Myles Garrett stuff? Like he wants TJ Watt to personally apologize to him for what he did last year
This is good. I
for
like
the
that.
I think
defensive
he
player
should.
of the year.
This TJ Watt's real D.
I don't think that's true.
Oh, look at Rhett. He's leaning into the Browns. I like
Did you
this.
see Myles Garrett in the Terminator outfit on Halloween and
Yes, I did.
soil
Frightening.
yourself like I did?
Guys,
Very scared.
if you see the mustache on Miles, okay, settle down. Jack.
Miles Garrett,
Tuck it under.
tear that man apart.
Jeez.
It's Gloria Russ.
Glory rush.
Glory.
There it is. We're heading to the land for some bad bleeping weather. 100% chance of moisture, potential for snow, winds 15 to 20 miles an hour.
Russ can't
This
play
is
in that.
absolute slop. Flags will be flapping, field goal kickers shaking in their cleats. This is going to be a slop fest. The over-under yesterday was 36.5. I wouldn't even be surprised if that moved down.
No, it's still there. 36 and a
Like,
half.
It's a meager number.
Steelers on the road favored by 3.5, and we trotted it out yesterday. It's not been good for Tomlin as a road favorite.
I've taken the Browns. I'll take the Browns. I'm taking the Browns. I'm part of the dog pound.
Jack,
I love dogs. I own dogs.
The Steelers own the Browns. I saw
No,
those
they
Thursday.
don't. The
Yes,
guy
they
from
do.
Cleveland owns the Browns. Don't tell me that the Steelers and
Was
the
it Haslam? What's his name? Yeah. No. Jack, okay, he's taking the Browns. Now you got to rep the Steelers here. He's told you some facts that are true. Tomlin struggled on Thursdays. Steelers have struggled on Thursdays. It's Thursday.
I'm not worried about the Thursday thing. How many games is that?
blind.
7?
9.
9?
Well, I think what we're saying is we need someone to take on Rhett for the pizza bet.
Sure. Yeah, easily.
Or do you want me to do you want me to do it on your behalf?
No, I'll do it.
Okay.
You know what, Jack? I'm going to say one thing because I don't like you, but I'm going to stick up for you anyway. These two sniveling buggers are going to get fed on a weekly basis on our bank accounts, so they should have to team up with us.
Well, it is his team. If he wants the glory, he can have it. Otherwise, I'm happy to step in and make the pizza bet against Rhett tomorrow.
No, I'll take the pizza bet. But yeah, you guys have to. There has to be some other sort of.
Yeah,
bet.
you don't just get to sit and stuff your faces. You
No, we get a couple slices and we get on our way. It's no problem at all. Listen, it's the Steelers playing today, and I get it. It shouldn't be Rhett against Jack every week, but it's his team on Thursday night in prime time.
Yeah, Brown, my team,
wanna
the
steal.
Browns, taking on the Steelers.
That's right. Nobody loves a shitty
I'm just
American
sick of
rundown
Rhett
city
going
like Rhett
on
Warner,
and on.
Buffalo, and Cleveland.
But the friggin' Browns,
Look,
they're no
I'm part
good.
of the
Rhett.
dog pound. I got the tattoo.
Yeah, you do. I'm just looking ahead now. So there's 3 Thursday games next week. That's a lot of pizza.
Whoa.
Wow,
Chicago, Detroit. I got to take the fucking Bears.
I'll take
God.
the Lions.
Yeah. Love the
That's
Lions.
not
Another
great.
Great Lake City.
Usually, Detroit. Yeah, Lions. Thanks. Yeah, what the hell? It doesn't matter. Ooh. Miami at Green Bay. The Giants at the Cowboys.
It's not the best Thursday,
not
but
the
it is. It's a special
It's
day.
football and it's Thursday, and we're going to be on our asses, stuffing
Okay,
the
so
face.
then the week after
Yeah.
the Thursday game, Packers Lions.
That's a good one
I
right
don't know
there.
what the line's going to be, but that should be a little more compelling.
Is that in Green Bay or Detroit?
Sorry, Detroit.
Okay.
Week 15, Rams, 49ers.
Good divisional battle. 2 teams in the mix still there. NFC West.
Week 16, Browns, Bengals.
That's your team, the Browns, Rhett. Okay.
Yeah.
Back. Thank God.
And then we're into the Christmas week, so I don't know that that's gonna
Back to you, Ryan.
happen. So
Only Dean can say.
I just feel like there's going to be opportunity for us, and we can do. It doesn't need to be Thursday night football. It's tradition. You know,
it
we've
has
done
to be
it
Thursday
so
night
long.
football so that we can have pizza,
Pizza
on
on Friday.
Friday. Figure it out, man.
I'm saying we can do other days of the week. If
No.
there's another, Ryan, back to you.
Thanks, Dean. Let's get to some dumb shit. Rhett's really been into mountain biking. Now, where was this Red Bull thing that you did? Because I know you were traveling overseas.
Utah.
Yeah, Utah. Okay, overseas. And you. Now, here's Rhett at the top on his bike. This is quite the jump they've built.
Got to commit.
But a little too hot coming in, Rhett. And oh boy. Oh, yeah, he wrote it out. Attaboy, Rhett. That was
Commit.
not how it was supposed to go. Look at the air here.
I got a little worried right about now.
Right there, that whip.
Yep, right then. But then I just said, you know what? I got this. I've handled this pedal bike before. I'm going to go for it.
Pedal bike. Yeah, it's a nice one you got there. A lot of front suspension on that pedal bike.
Pedaling.
Here's the thing. Your kids have been inspired. They're not doing the mountain biking so much, but we'll see them in the half pipe. They're not quite to where you're at because, you know, you can't just be good. You got to practice. You do 10,000 hours, right?
They're not.
No. Oh. Oh, dear. That back's not supposed to bend that way, right?
Back, neck, head, chin,
How's
and
he doing?
arm. If you actually watch, the arm does fold.
Oh, dear. Oh, yeah. That's. How is the CTE going?
He's fine. His brain
Well,
didn't work
bike-
before,
was the bike
so
okay.
Is the bike all right?
my pedal bike was.
Might have popped a tube there.
Your other kids, they see you doing parkour. They want to do it too. So this is downtown Calgary, hanging around the parkades.
We don't sit at home.
Oh, you ready? Dean said it. If you don't do stuff, guess what happens? You don't do stuff. Oh, man.
He
Yeah.
he thought he had good success there, but there was a moment afterwards where he hit it a little hard with the groinal region.
I was going to
and
say he's
I'll take
celebrating.
that
Ugh.
versus the opposite.
it did take the wind out of him.
Oof. Again, where's the room for? There's no room.
Well, he made the Pinder Report, so worth it.
What did you do in India?
Rode a bear.
Yeah, we got some video of you and that bear. Apparently, you guys got along famously. This is Rhett. That's his World Trout. Draft 5. Maybe get flagged for that. Okay, good. What's golden? Golden onto what's
Hey, you.
golden?
Get
There we are.
You.
Look at the size of this guy.
Take him.
This is bigger than your dog.
You got to be quick, Dean. Can you imagine cuddling up with that thing, Dean?
Oh,
you
God,
like
he's
dogs?
busy.
I do, yeah.
Bear would be great.
Oh, you know what though? He'd be
He's trying
too
to pull his
hot.
leg in.
Be like snuggling with a blast furnace. It'd be just.
Oh, yeah. You don't even need a fireplace.
Oh boy.
Are
He
you
looks
not a-
kind of nice, eh? He's a good boy.
I don't like watching that because then I start to imagine people that have
Not
Even
survived the wrestle.
not the best situations with those things.
Oh, come on. Look at that. That looks like it's AI.
He's exhausted. He's like, I just need. Well, just hang on. I gotta take a break. I'm so
Honey,
I just got to sit down for a little bit. I'm just
Cool video. I think it was about a year ago.
Oh boy, just give me a second here. I go.
About a year ago, we learned about a Scandinavian delicacy. You remember about that?
Lutefisk?
No, it's called like Strasstoffen or something like that.
Got his-
Oh no! Did he just? Is that on purpose or not? Here it is. Let's surströmming.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, here we are.
The fermented fish challenge. Now, I know I said this about the pickle and I came a bit of a cropper on that one. Help. But this is different. This is fish. And I like fish very much in my mouth. In my mouth. Surströmming. It's Swedish. What I don't understand is why is food from another country.
Why did his camera go out?
He couldn't do it.
Surströmming. Jack
Between-
had to leave the room.
Between the spitting and the burping and belching and drooling.
Anyway, delicacy.
Yep. Can't get some of that for Christmas.
Yeah, put that under the tree.
Thanks for that, Ryan.
Doesn't need to be refrigerated either. It's already fermented. Pinder Report on a game day Thursday.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Brought to you by Village Honda. From now till the end of the month, Village is collecting non-perishable food items to fill a Honda. It's in the showroom. You drop by, give them your donation, and then they will deliver all of the goods to the Veterans Food Bank of Alberta at the end of the month.
Do not
Don't
take
put that in.
one of those cans of
Whatever that.
sure.
It's very eggy. Gross.
Eggy. Gross, did he say?
I don't know if I have. Yeah, see, I gotta. Well,
Gross.
Yeah, I know you've had
not
it
too bad.
long.
Not too shabby. I want to tell you, talk about holiday season coming up.
Yeah.
Christmas coming.
Yeah.
Next week, Ron McLean coming to Calgary. He's going to be part of a special fundraising event. It is in support and in aid of the Salvation Army. It's like right away. It's Tuesday. It's called Hope in the City. Tickets available online at hopecalgary.ca. Here is a little more on it.
The Salvation Army's annual Christmas fundraising campaign kicks off November 26th at the Calgary TELUS Convention Centre for a magical evening of hockey stories and memories from Ron McLean. Don't miss this incredible and inspiring event. Proceeds and donations go to Salvation Army programs and services that support families and individuals that need some extra help here in Calgary, such as food services, seniors activities, Christmas assistance, summer camps, and so much more. Tickets are on sale now at hopecalgary.ca.
And you saw in the corner there, supported by the Wood Automotive Group.
Yeah.
Village Honda.
It's our boys.
There you go. Does she say Ron McQuain?
Dean, don't draw attention to it.
I was just wondering.
Do you mean this Ron McQuain?
Ron McQuain. Yeah. There it is. Well, I can see how you can make that. Yeah. Anyway, Bet365 is the world's largest sports betting platform. Open an account with Bet365. It's a huge range of markets. Best app in the business. Use the promo code NATION when you sign up. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Now, as we get into this, I asked Jack yesterday. Now, given the conditions here in the city, it's snowy, it's a little treacherous, perhaps. Plans, your viewing schedule, your plans for taking in both the Thursday night football game and a Flames v Rangers game tonight.
The mustard seed is jam-packed.
Unpack that for us for new listeners here.
Well, my house has quickly become the go-to spot ever since the lady I lived with moved out.
You tossed her, Jack. That's what you did.
I what?
You tossed her out. Get out.
That's not how that happened. But
anyway, sorry.
It has quickly become the go-to spot in Calgary to watch sports. There is lawn chairs. It's so bad.
All are welcome.
Yeah, we don't.
No discrimination.
No discrimination.
Anyone-
Everyone's welcome. So I
Down on
believe
their
there's
luck. Come on
15
in.
people coming to watch hockey and football
Tonight?
on a Thursday night.
Did you say
in the-
15?
Yeah, I got buddies driving from like the
Don't you
north.
have to work?
No, I don't work tonight.
Beauty.
I don't know.
So what time should we be there?
Like 5:30.
How
What do
many
you
lawn
charge these
chairs?
days for
Do we
an
bring our
appearance?
own lawn chairs?
You got to bring a chair.
Yeah, no
Unless
chair.
you're sitting on the floor. I'll send a picture. It's pretty bad.
You
but-
should just live stream. You should just.
I've had some videos sent from Football Sundays from the seed there. It is.
I think we need to come up with a different name because it's
I
kind of
do.
disparaging
It's,
and it shouldn't.
I don't know. It's disparaging so much as that it's.
Well, it's confusing and it's.
And those people do great work. We don't.
There
have to
is.
do
I
this.
was going to say there is a connotation, so we'll refrain from calling it that. But well, good for you, Jack.
It's a community center.
Are you?
Enemies.
What's the percentage, the likelihood of you getting so banged up that we've got a subpar Jack tomorrow?
Oh, that's about the same as the precipitation
It
percentage.
really depends on how the game goes.
Well, I was
Okay,
just
yeah.
going to say, and what causes more of this issue? A subpar performance from the Steelers or a big win?
He's in trouble either way, boys.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really see a scenario where I'm not getting banged up. If the game's boring, I'll probably drink. If the Steelers are dominating, I'll probably have some drinks.
Celebratory.
And if I'm pissed off, I'll probably have some
Yeah.
drinks.
If the
So-
game's exciting, drink. If it's snowing and terrible and boring, you know, got a drink to make it. So we'll see. It's good. I'm happy for you, Jack, because I think in a lot of years, if this team has 3 wins, 2 wins at this time of year, well, yeah, they're on Thursday night, or they're probably not on Thursday night. They've been flexed out or whatever. This is a big 8-2 versus 2-8.
And only 3.5 points. Pizza bet. Rhett's got Cleveland plus 3.5 at home. Jack has Steelers minus 3.5. I'm on the Steelers as well. They've been so good to me. You know me, guys. Never, ever for a moment doubted the Steel City. The black and yellow.
It's true.
Mr. Unlimited. Justin Fields in a red zone package. Love the Steelers. Great coach, great defense, great fans.
You want another big bet? Who just fired their coach?
The Boston Bruins,
Yeah, the Bruins tonight, Utah.
home to Utah.
Who else fired the coach, Rhett?
Did anyone?
Okay, so you are talking about that. The Rhett's bet's on the right. He's got the other way. He's got the Browns parlayed with under 36.5. If the Browns do win, I like the under.
That's right. That's what I was thinking. It's going to go hand in hand in the bad weather. Poor Jack. Feel for you, buddy.
Is George Pickens, like, does he even need to dress today, Jack? What are we doing here? Are they going to be able to throw the ball at all?
I don't know. Do they need to throw the ball at all?
I
I
don't
was
know.
going to say, even if you take that part of the game, well, not that the Browns have a great, because I mean, it's Jameis Winston and
Yeah.
Cedric Tillman. So it's Chubb versus Najee and
Najee.
Warren.
And the
Yeah.
kickers.
Yeah,
Kickers are going to have, there's that wind is serious today.
and you love your
Mr.
kicker.
Boz.
Yeah. Best kicker in the league, he called him this week.
Yep.
Make sure that doesn't haunt you.
Jack, good luck, buddy.
Have
I
fun.
need to find out about our I need a
Yep.
quarterback for my fantasy. How do
You
we?
better get that sorted soon.
Oh, I got him. I spent $50 for
Who'd you get?
D May.
He
Oh,
spent half of his
50
annual
bucks.
fab on
May?
Drake May. It's all right though. He's been
Oh, it's fermented fish. That's horrible. What was the next guy's bid? $4?
Doesn't matter. That's
I
the
guess it
first dollar I spent.
That's right.
you
He's still got $50 left. Still got 50. Shoot, what was I just gonna say?
Don't know.
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone.
2 screens. Flames Rangers, Steelers Pit, Pizza Bet, Drake May, fantasy football,
Nah.
Just
It's
remember
probably
this.
gone.
kickers.
Bet365, download that app. If you have not signed up, do so. And when you do it, promo code Nation will get you a little incentive there. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Big win with the Sabres last night.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's right.
Yep.
kind of pizza do I want? That's the question.
Bill Nylander hit too. Oh boy.
When Jack has to buy you pizza tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
What did you do last time?
Jack, you didn't like the one with the veggies on it, eh?
No, I don't do that. No.
What was the
Question.
one-
So, if I order the pizzas, do you get to pick the pizzas? Is that how that works?
The winner would
We
pick
could make
pizza.
that. We can make that stipulation. I just went ahead last week, kind of jumped the gun.
So loser orders, but does get the luxury
It's
of
the same.
choosing the pizzas. That's fair.
So- Yeah, that seems all right.
Being on the outside looking in for the second week in a row, I'm fine with whatever. Hey, Flames Nation watchers and listeners, we want to hear from you. You've got thoughts, takes, and opinions, and now is your chance to be heard. Nothing like a good old survey online. In the show on the YouTube, there will be a link in the description. Click it, fill out our quick survey. Not only are you going to help us, figure out what are you digging? What are you not digging? Where do we want to go? Where are we not going? You'll be entered in for a draw to take home a $250 Fanatics gift card. We got a few of these to give away. It says multiple. So we've got multiple Fanatics gift cards to give away. You'll be entered in, and this runs until the end of the month, November 29th. Even though there's 30 days, 29 left. Odd choice. Take the survey. There you have it. $250 Fanatics gift card could be yours just for speaking your mind. Again, do the click it in the link of the show description on YouTube. You figure it's on the website as well. If you went to FlamesNation.ca, probably be a place to put it. You figure? Quick show.
Good work, everyone.
I
Do you
think
want to talk about these Flames lines?
Yeah, we should actually. New lines at Skate yesterday, do you know?
Oh,
We also have Ian Allison of Cavalry FC, their president and COO, came by with the trophy this morning. We got to celebrate that, so that'll be at the
I
end of the
wanted
show.
to be there, Ryan. I'm sorry I missed it.
Yeah, I know you did, Rhett, but that's all right. I understand. Snow day, man. Look at this. They're breaking up the Backlund Coleman duo that have been together for 3 years.
Zeri with Coleman and Huberdeau, Kadri, Pospisil, Kuzmenko. That's been together.
Yeah.
Sharangovich,
Kadri and the
Backlund,
kids.
Coronado, Lomberg, Kirkland. So, okay, let's put Rhett. You have your coaching hat on. Good.
Yep.
What are we seeing? Is this again coming off a win? Is this just doing it to do it, or what's our intel? What's our thinking here?
I think putting Coleman with Zari or Zari makes it easier for him because he's responsible defensively.
I like that point.
And Backlund usually makes people better. So they're trying to get Sharangovich going as well.
I was going to say
Coronado familiarity for the last few weeks too, right? Since the recall.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it briefly yesterday that while we've been focused on how great the goaltending's been and all of that, and it's a great story, in there is the offensive struggles. They're not scoring a lot, and for a guy like Sharangovich,
Get her going, bud.
get her going.
Well, he's making money now too, right?
Yeah. Get her going. Nazem,
Money.
get her going.
Nas, get her going.
Coleman.
Coleman, get her
Yeah.
going. What do you have, 30 last year? Get her going.
Yeah. And that can't happen every year, but go ahead and flirt with it. That's great.
Yeah.
And Huberdeau, hot start. Been stuck at 6 for a bit here, if I'm correct.
He's got 6, yeah.
Yeah. Which
What's
team
wrong with
leaders? Coronado, 5. Let's go, fellas.
So there
And
you go.
Zeri-
Now,
Sure, go ahead.
no, I was going to say the last time they switched the lines, it was after a victory, and you were highly critical, Rhett. And then they went and lost soundly a couple of games.
That was
in a
the
row,
Utah Vegas.
as I recall.
He was playing the card early, was the thought, Red.
Yeah. Are you giving this a green light? Are you all right with it? Or?
I did think it was early. I'm all right with it because,
Okay.
like we talked about yesterday, they're winning based on the Wolf man and nothing else. So they
2 weeks
have
ago,
to
we were
figure out a way to get
That's
these
good.
guys going.
Yeah, that's right. I tend to agree with you. This is you know what it is? They're not being blind to the warts that are in the game. Yeah,
Seems
we're
obvious.
winning.
I don't know the thing.
We're winning, but let's go.
Yeah, why are you winning? I think everyone in the building knows.
Yeah.
It's because your goalie's on a heater, like a ridiculous 950 heater the last 5 games. So you could shake out a little more offense than 4 normal goals your last 3 home games.
Nice.
See if you can do it.
Tomorrow is Friday. We will celebrate Friday with Hawaiian Shirt Day.
And special guest.
Hawaiian Shirt Day.
Well, Derek Dreger, right? Derek's gonna...
Oh, well, yes. Yeah. Drager will join us as he does on Fridays. I wasn't sure because I knew there was a special guest today. I didn't know if you had something else lined up.
Yeah, Taylor Swift tomorrow on the show, dude.
All right. Look forward to that. And our highly entertaining and informative breakdown of the Flames and Rangers match from tonight. And the Jackometer.
Oh, that's right. We can do it early. A Friday Jackometer.
We trotted out the Jackometer, which is the temperature gauge of our buddy Jack as he follows the ups and downs of his Pittsburgh Steelers football team. It started modest and then had a nice spike and then a big dip, but it's been on a steady rise since then. And I'm not sure if you're able to call it up, Jackie boy, but we were wondering because it was at a 9 for a few weeks in a row, but it had been win, and then convincing wins. Is it really gonna?
How much higher can you go? You're already
how
at
much
9.
higher can you go?
You got to say 10 for a Super Bowl. You'd think.
You would think, yeah, 10's the max on a, but
no, 10 is not the peak.
There's no rules.
There's no rules.
Okay.
It's all based.
We're
It's all based on the competition, apparently.
We're flying high right now, Ryan. We're in space. I don't know how much higher we can go.
2 big wins, Commanders, then Ravens. Like the schedule maker gave them a soft start, but the tough opponents are coming now. Divisional games, finally, they played their first one last week, and they're still rolling. Give them credit. Mike Tomlin, very good at his job. Probably the best.
So there it is. Steady across the board. And then.
Oh, no, it turns into a rocket ship. Attaboy, RJ.
Is that on purpose?
The win over the Ravens, and there's no telling where it's now. What happens if it's a win? Do we even get any kind of?
If they eke one out against the Browns, I feel like it has to come down because it's the bleeping 2-win Browns, albeit bad weather. And if somehow, some way they lost, like look at the trough we had in week 5 there against the Cowboys, we might have another one of those.
It's interesting. I'd say I don't know how that would work, but it's the Jackometer. There's no rules. I would think with a win, do you go down with a victory? I don't know.
All I know is that there's wild swings. Like just that's why we built this thing. Because last year, just to be near Jack during a Steelers season, you could really, it just felt like you could get the bends some weeks. There was just so much change in altitude and it's a journey.
Never.
But what if it is a humbling loss?
Oh boy.
That's what I'm saying.
To the Brown. Yeah. Good luck, Jack. So that's also on the show tomorrow, the updated Jackometer, our picks going into the weekend for NFL point spread picks. And tonight as well, little afterburner after the hockey game tonight. Mike Gould on his birthday.
Chatted with him. He's keen. Loves it.
Mm-hmm.
Take my kid to the game.
Right. And is it, who else is it?
Cammy, I believe, right?
Cammy Gold tonight?
Cammy Mike. There you go. Excited.
What are you doing outside, Ryan?
Yeah, you guys missed out. You remember when they finished the road?
Yeah.
Plot twist. Road's just down to one
tearing
lane.
it up again.
No
I'm
parking.
telling you.
And there's
somebody is just
trailers
fleecing the city of Calgary. We just keep rolling trucks in there and tear shit up and then put it back together. End of the month, they continue. The money continues to go into the account. Just keep going. Don't stop.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I think they're taking out telephone poles this time. I don't know if they're putting them back in. They had them stabilized 6 months ago, like they wanted to keep them. Now they're taking them out. It's a racket, Rhett.
in 2024? Are we putting up new telephone poles?
I think they put it all underground. Now they're getting rid of them. But then again, they could have got rid of them when they had the thing holding the telephone poles up 6 months ago. Why didn't you take them down then? You had the machine.
Yeah,
for all the people with their
Did you guys take
landline telephones.
Street? Yeah. Did you fix it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Get digging.
Before we go, and you may have other things to do, but Calgary FC, their first CPL championship, the massive.
I will jump. Sorry. Rhett's top 5.
Thank you, Doug. Appreciate that.
And
his internet's shit.
Top 5 glitches. What do we got, Rhett?
Top 5 reasons to get better internet. Yeah, he's gone. Ryan,
There it is, folks.
back to you.
Huge trophy. Special guest stopped by earlier today. We even had some breakfast. Stay tuned for that. From earlier on Barn Burner. Look at this. Special guests. We love special guests. And we love things we can drink out of. It is Ian Allison joining us, the COO and president of Calgary FC. A huge, shiny congratulations to you, sir.
Thank you so much. It's been quite a ride, and it's quite a hood ornament, isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Not in this weather. Not the way people are driving today.
Stick your lips on it.
Don't do that. Yeah, that's a good point. This is huge. This is significant. I think the Stanley Cup weighs 37 pounds. This is going to be in that neighborhood.
It's very heavy. It's got a lot of nickel in it. They've done a good job creating the North Star.
Yeah, this is awesome. So Canadian Premier League champions, finally. Now, there's been regular seasons, but for the playoff, this is number 1, and it's the third crack against Forge. You guys finally got it done a couple weeks ago in front of an incredible, massive, boisterous, greatest of all time crowd, I'd have to say, having
Seemed to be that way.
Been 20 or 30 at least. It's 7,000 plus. I know that moment will last with you and everyone that's worked from day one with Cavalry forever. But it's that moment took 6 years to get to. So maybe take us back through some of the early beginnings, stumbles, pandemic or two, things like that before you got there.
Well, you have to have believers, Pinder. You know this.
Okay, good.
You were there opening day when we were painting this picture in people's mind's eyes about this show jumping field with nothing in it.
It's like a water feature horses are going over. I'm like, how's that going to work in a soccer game?
But carry forward to November 9th, and it's exactly how we envisioned it. Full stadium. The place was rocking, foot soldiers, smoke, the whole nation watching, national, global television coverage, and a great result. It was a great event regardless, but I'll tell you, to go back to back against Forge was sweet.
Yeah, well, and it was heartbreaking the fashion that you lost against Forge the year prior, and it was in Hamilton. To have it at home, to finally get the win, and to exercise those demons. I know you're less of the football ops and more of the business ops, but you know Tommy and the players very well. I think that slaying the dragon, so to speak, was crucial. If you'd somehow not finished that off or somehow blown a 2-0 lead, I mean, there's scar tissue that might not ever go away.
Oh, I'm with those guys every day.
Yeah.
Not for a lot of time, but I know them. They're a wonderful group of young guys. They inspire everyone in the organization to come to work. They absorb the culture, and they were ferocious in their commitment, and it was great to see. And for Tommy, Jay, some of the originals, it was super, super rewarding.
Mason there, year one, Marco Carducci as well, and I'm sure staff-wise a ton.
Camargo.
Sergio, of course, who was fantastic, a guy that had played some MLS and was, remember year one, it was kind of a star player, but through some ups and downs of injuries, that might have been the best soccer he's played in the CPL in the championship game. We talk about timing.
He was completely focused. His body was in good shape. He has great chemistry with Jay Herdman. They came in late in the season. Those guys that can read the game like he reads the game. Yeah. Of course, Toby.
The big German was good. That's quite a story. Unreal. Okay, so on the business side, this is great. I mean, you had 7,000 plus. You could have sold out another bleacher of another 7,000 if you had somewhere to put it in time to build it. An incredible showcase game, but things never slow down on the off the field side, because you guys, by virtue of getting to the final and winning the championship, that's one of the two berths in CONCACAF Champions League. This was the Messi's coming to Spruce Meadows joke that Boomer never laughs at. But it is that tournament that Miami FC likely will be in again, and Cavalry FC is in again, and Forge is in again, and it's a couple dozen teams from around North and Central America and the Caribbean, club teams, not national teams, and the tournament, it starts like in winter, which meant you had to play in Victoria last year. How's that sort of jumping into the schedule? Because guys got to show up months earlier than they normally would.
Well, the region, the CONCACAF region, basically runs from the equator to us.
Yeah,
so we're the northernmost region, and ironically, we're 52 degrees north, and we're about 52 degrees different than
I was going to say,
the nations that we could be
which
playing
degrees,
this kind of time of year, which is tough to impart to the folks in Miami when they're phoning you about mowing patterns on the pitch and all this type of thing in February when the first round of CONCACAF starts. But it's tremendously exciting. You know, there's 40 plus nations. The top 27 clubs of those nations qualify for CONCACAF. Nice. And the pool you go into is always interesting. Last year we drew Orlando. We'll likely have an MLS team or a League MX team in our pool first draw.
Yep.
And there is always the possibility of Inter Miami. But what also is interesting, we were discussing it yesterday, is there's a high probability we'll end up playing in a World Cup stadium.
Wow.
You know, just how the draw's unfolding. And for these guys to know that, you know, in less than 500 days, once we get into January, it's the global stage for football. And it's all that vision and trajectory that it looked inspiring and everything on paper back in 2018 when the discussion started. But here we are.
Yeah, no, it's crazy that you're right. I mean, it's a couple summers away from this being center stage for the soccer universe, which, you know, is, you know, getting bigger in Canada, but is the biggest sport globally. It's not even close. The league's riding some momentum of that. The national team just beat Suriname again this week. They're into the Nations League semis. They'll play Mexico if they can win that. That's at SoFi. That's the big Rams and Chargers stadium in LA. The game's growing. What else is going on business-wise? We got CONCACAF. I'm sure season ticket holders are excited to be renewing for next year. What else?
Yeah, well, you know, we're so fortunate to have like real control over everything we do at Cavalry FC. The ownership's great. We have the venue. We don't have to go through a lot of layers or mud if we make a decision to expand seating, adjust the pitch. You may have seen some of the new seating we
the commissioner's entourage. Yeah, that was nice.
Down pitch side, you know, that could become the battlefield in the future. Get you right up. You got to bring your cleats if you want to get any closer to the game.
Seriously.
And you know, as we measure the renewals, we're about at and we're really early on, but I think we're close to 80% renewals on our season's ticket.
So you'll finish higher than that. That's great.
We'll go to the market and create our new fans, and of course, as you say, the ecosystem in Calgary. And in Canada, there's 40,000 kids playing the game in Calgary right now. We have this huge immigration coming into the city every month.
Soccer's huge, right?
Soccer is huge. And through our camp, our pathway system, open trials in January, which again become a thing. And occasionally you unearth, you know, that gem. Mo Farsi.
Wow.
Perfect example.
Yeah, who's MLS now. That's crazy.
Came through futsal and now plays for Columbus Crew and was a real member. You know, I was talking to Tommy the other day when we tagged Jay Herdman. You're familiar with our dog tags, but everybody 90 players we've had come through he's our 90th contract we've signed. And I'm really, really proud of the fact through Tommy and the culture that every player that's come through, you know, has gone on to be an ambassador of the Canadian Premier League and of Cavalry FC.
Right.
They've all been terrific people. Some of them are, you know, quote unquote mercenaries. They're here for 1 or 2 years, then they'll go play in another league, and whether it be in Europe or Asia or the Pacific Rim. But they all stay connected, and it's a huge global network of these players and that community, and it's really been interesting to watch grow from literally nothing.
Chatted with the commissioner ahead of the league final here on this show. Expansion's expected. This guy's going to be making lots of rounds. What I know from the Cavalry side, you guys, like as you said, a lot more streamlined than some of the other organizations that have to wait for other scheduling to be done and aren't primary tenants, things like that. But league wide, what's the momentum like? And you know, chatting with Mark Noonan, he was sort of, it sounds like there's some heavy flirtation with Kelowna. There's other markets they want to get into. I know Mississauga's kind of made a bit of a stink about potentially getting a franchise in a downtown stadium built. What do you see league wide in the next couple of years? Well, the near term, I suppose.
It's no secret that we have this huge opportunity, especially when the FIFA World Cup comes 2026, that the focus will be on the country. And we'd like to have the league expanded to at least 10 by that time.
So that's 2 seasons from now, and there'll be 2 more teams.
Then ultimately 12. And it takes 12 to 18 months to get rolling. So you've got to have your stadium, your infrastructure, your talent pool. There's a lot of things that people maybe don't think of front of mind. How is Canada Soccer going to support it officiating wise?
Okay.
All of these other elements that are important if you have now with the Northern Super League.
Yeah.
So you've got that league that requires officials and infrastructure. And it's really been interesting. I'm sure you talked to the commissioner about this. How many jobs have been created off the pitch?
Yeah. Okay.
Marketing, sales, ticketing, sports medicine, sports science, all of these things that are part and parcel to your 23-man roster. So I would like to see it's, geographically balanced.
Yeah.
So you get that going. I think
travel costs too, right?
Yeah. Well, and Edmonton's another sleeping giant. It's such a great sports city. It's, it's right now in our basin, but it'd be great to see a reboot up there and get the right sort of foundational elements going for a franchise. I think that we've got great evolution and ownership in York now.
Yeah.
Valor's going to, continue to be a big player right in the center of the continent. So yeah, I'm excited about it.
It's interesting because you got Victoria, you got Vancouver, you probably will have Kelowna very soon. You played an exhibition game there. If you could get Edmonton in, now you got 5 and that travels a lot easier than going to Halifax and back. Like those are all 1-hour flights. That's cost wise. And, in terms of your athletes, it does feel like it's going to be a CFL like East and West thing eventually. It's just a matter of when.
Run
not
into
if.
some sort of balance in the schedule. You get a home and away from the other side, and
Sure.
then more on this side of the ledger. And then our season, of course, because we also have to work around CONCACAF and FIFA windows, and all of those things that happen. It's such a global game. But one of the things we have to talk about with young players when we bring them in from abroad, most of them have never been out of their time zone.
Sure.
So to explain a road trip to Halifax.
Oh,
or
God.
someone who's from the Netherlands, you're like,
oh yeah, I think it was
crazy.
Like Sergio. He's from a country that you could drive across in 2 hours probably, and it's like, how long is the flight? And this is the same country.
Yeah.
And what time is it there?
Yeah, 3 time zone differential. Go for a day.
Exactly. Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you're always busy. This guy's going to be busy too. How long do you get to keep filling her up? Because
we get this one. This is ours to keep.
Oh, are you
That's
serious?
Another great thing about the league. There's another one that's headquartered in
league office
that has the name of the champions on it, but this is going into our trophy case along with the shield and our CONCACAF qualifications. Growing up.
Have you had breakfast?
Breakfast to chat. Look right on the box there. It says it'll get us ready for the game. It's got the
soccer logo. Yeah, it's some great marketing. I prefer this to this, but hey, we're gonna pause. We're gonna have a little bite. Thanks so much for being here. Huge congrats to yourself, Tommy, the ownership, the entire organization has been first class from day one. And I know there's been heartbreak along the way, but that only makes it that much sweeter here as national champions in year 6.
Let's dive in.